The encounter. In the vast, silent reaches of space, the exploration vessel Galactic Horizon was on a routine mission, charting new star systems in the uncharted territories of the galaxy. The crew, a diverse mix of humans and aliens, had worked together for years, sharing in the excitement of discovery and the challenges of survival in the unforgiving void. The ship was a marvel of technology, a beacon of cooperation between species that had once been adversaries but now shared a common goal: to explore, learn, and protect each other. One day, as they ventured deeper into the unknown, the Galactic Horizon detected an anomaly. A signal unlike anything they had encountered before. It was faint but persistent, emanating from a nearby star system. Curiosity piqued. Captain Aria Davis, a seasoned human leader known for her sharp instincts and calm demeanor, ordered the ship to change course and investigate. As they approached the source of the signal, the crew's anticipation grew. The star system was a desolate place, its planets barren and lifeless, save for one, a small, rocky world orbiting a dying sun. The signal was coming from the planet's surface, near the remains of what appeared to be an ancient city, long abandoned and crumbling under the weight of time. The Galactic Horizon descended through the planet's thin atmosphere, landing near the source of the signal. Captain Davis, along with a small team consisting of Lieutenant Zara Kintar, a formidable Silan warrior with a reputation for fearlessness, and Dr. Ethan Carter, the ship's chief scientist, prepared to venture outside. The air was cold and thin, the sky a dull, lifeless gray. As they made their way through the ruins, the signal grew stronger, leading them to a massive, heavily fortified structure at the center of the city. The building was ancient, its walls scarred by time and war, yet it still stood as a testament to the civilization that had once thrived here. They entered cautiously, their footsteps echoing through the empty corridors. Deep within the structure, they found the source of the signal, a massive, intricately designed device, still active after countless millennia. Dr. Carter, with the help of the ship's AI, began to analyze the device. It was a quantum communicator, capable of sending messages across the galaxy instantaneously, but the technology was far beyond anything they had seen before. As Dr. Carter worked, the device suddenly activated, projecting a holographic image of an alien, tall and slender, with large, expressive eyes that seemed to look right through them. The alien spoke in a language that the ship's translator struggled to decipher, but one word came through clearly: help. Captain Davis and her team were stunned. The message, despite its age, was a plea for assistance. But from whom and why? They had no way of knowing how long the message had been waiting, or if anyone was still alive to be saved. Yet the call for help resonated deeply with the crew. Back on the Galactic Horizon, Captain Davis convened a meeting with her senior officers. The decision was unanimous. They would answer the call. But the question remained: how? The planet was dead, its civilization gone, and the message was ancient. Yet they could not ignore it. It was in humanity's nature, and indeed that of their alien allies, to reach out to those in need, no matter the distance or time. As the ship prepared to leave the planet, Dr. Carter discovered something startling. The quantum communicator was still connected to another device, far away, in a different part of the galaxy. The coordinates were old, but they were clear. Someone, or something, was still out there, waiting for help. The crew of the Galactic Horizon knew they were about to embark on a journey unlike any they had taken before. It was a journey that would test their resolve, their unity, and their very understanding of what it meant to be sentient beings in a vast, indifferent universe. With the coordinates locked in, the ship's engines roared to life, and the Galactic Horizon leaped into hyperspace, leaving behind the ruins of a forgotten world. Their mission was clear: to find whoever had sent the message and to offer whatever help they could. But as they hurtled through the stars, they couldn't shake the feeling that they were heading into something far more complex and far more dangerous than they had ever imagined. And so their journey began, a journey that would take them to the edge of the known galaxy, to the heart of a mystery that had spanned centuries. a journey that would challenge their beliefs, their loyalties, and their very understanding of what it meant to be human, and what it meant to be united in the face of the unknown. The unknown destination. The galactic horizon hurtled through the expanse of hyperspace, its engines humming with the energy required to bridge the vast distances between star systems. The coordinates Dr. Carter had uncovered pointed to a distant region of the galaxy, one that had been largely unexplored due to its location on the fringes of known space. The crew was abuzz with a mix of excitement and apprehension as they approached their unknown destination. Captain Aria Davis, now more resolute than ever, gathered her team in the briefing room. Lieutenant Zara Quinta, known for her tactical prowess and unyielding bravery, stood ready to confront whatever lay ahead. Dr. Ethan Carter, the ship's chief scientist, was deeply engrossed in his analysis of the quantum communicator, searching for any additional clues. Each member of the crew had their own role to play, and the mission's gravity was not lost on them. As the ship emerged from hyperspace, the crew was greeted by a sight unlike any they had seen before. Before them lay a sprawling nebula, its colors swirling in vibrant hues of purple, blue, and gold. The nebula's beauty was marred by the occasional flashes of lightning-like energy discharges, hinting at the turbulence within. At its heart was a massive space station, partially obscured by the nebula's dense gases. The space station was an imposing structure with towering spires and intricate patterns etched into its surface. It seemed to be a relic of a bygone era, its technology advanced yet weathered by time. The ship's sensors picked up faint signals emanating from the station, aligning with the coordinates they had received. Captain Davis decided to approach with caution. As the galactic horizon maneuvered closer, they detected an energy field surrounding the space station, a protective barrier that seemed to distort space and time around it. The crew was unsure if this field was meant to deter intruders or if it was simply a relic of the station's original design. With the ship safely docked at the station's docking bay, the team prepared to disembark. The bay was vast and eerily silent, save for the hum of ancient machinery still functioning despite centuries of neglect. The structure's interior was dimly lit by intermittent lights that flickered in and out, casting long shadows on the walls. Captain Davis, Zara, and Dr. Carter made their way through the labyrinthine corridors of the space station. The station's architecture was a blend of elegance and practicality, with alien symbols and designs that hinted at a culture both advanced and enigmatic. The corridors were lined with ancient data consoles and what appeared to be long-abandoned laboratories. As they ventured deeper into the station, the crew came across a central chamber, its doors partially open. Inside, they found a large control room, with walls covered in screens displaying complex data and star maps. At the room's center was a console, its interface still active despite its age. The air was filled with a low-frequency hum, and the screens flickered to life as the crew approached. Dr. Carter approached the console and began interfacing with it. The data on the screens revealed a series of transmissions, some of which were recent and others dating back hundreds of years. The most recent transmission was a detailed distress call, corroborating the earlier message they had found. It included coordinates and information about a deteriorating situation on a nearby planet. The transmission revealed a desperate plea from the station's inhabitants, who identified themselves as the Celestians, an advanced but isolated species. They had been in a state of emergency for decades due to a critical malfunction in their life support systems. The distress signals were intended to reach out to any potential saviors who might be able to help them restore their systems and ensure their survival. Captain Davis and her team understood the gravity of the situation. The Celestians were not only asking for help, but also providing vital information about their predicament. They decided to investigate the nearby planet mentioned in the transmission to assess the situation and determine how they could assist. As the galactic horizon departed the space station and set course for the planet, the crew was filled with a renewed sense of purpose. The mysteries of the nebula and the ancient station were intriguing, but their primary focus was on helping the Celestians and fulfilling their duty as explorers and allies. The journey to the planet was filled with tension and anticipation. The crew knew they were about to face a challenge that would test their skills and their unity. As the planet came into view, its surface marred by signs of distress and decay, they prepared for what lay ahead. The galactic horizon descended into the planet's atmosphere, preparing to land near the coordinates provided by the Celestians. The air was thick with a sense of urgency as the crew readied themselves for their first direct contact with the inhabitants they had come to help. As the ship touched down on the planet's surface, the crew took their first steps onto a world in crisis. The challenges they faced were only beginning, but their resolve was unwavering. With each passing moment, they drew closer to unraveling the mystery of the Celestians' plight and discovering the true extent of their mission. And so, with determination and courage, the crew of the Galactic Horizon embarked on their next phase of the journey, ready to confront the unknown and forge new alliances in their quest to make a difference in the galaxy. The Celestian Crisis. The Galactic Horizon's landing on the planet was marked by a rough descent through the turbulent atmosphere, but the crew managed to stabilize the ship near the coordinates given by the Celestians. The landscape outside was a mix of scorched terrain and patches of overgrown vegetation, indicating a once thriving environment now in disarray. Captain Aria Davis, Lieutenant Zara Kintar, and Dr. Ethan Carter suited up in their exploration gear and stepped out of the ship. The air was thick and acrid, a stark contrast to the sterile environment of their vessel. As they moved toward the coordinates, the terrain was littered with debris and signs of long-term neglect. The Celestians had provided schematics and maps of their main facility, which was located in a distant canyon. Guided by the data and the hope of finding the source of their distress, the team made their way through the rugged landscape. They soon spotted a series of structures in the distance, ancient buildings partially buried in the canyon walls. Upon reaching the facility, the team was struck by the scale of the Celestian operation. The facility, though ancient, was technologically sophisticated, with enormous domes and complex machinery scattered throughout. However, it was clear that the facility had seen better days. Many of the systems appeared to be in disrepair, and the once pristine environment was now marred by leaks and malfunctioning equipment. They were greeted by the Celestians themselves, who emerged from the facility. The Celestians were a graceful, tall species with luminescent skin and elongated limbs. Their eyes, large and expressive, betrayed a mix of hope and desperation. The Celestians' leader, an elder named Leora, approached Captain Davis with a wary but dignified expression. Leora explained the gravity of their situation. Their life support systems were failing, causing critical shortages of air and energy. The malfunction was due to a core system failure that had gone unchecked for decades. The Celestians had tried everything within their power to fix it, but their efforts had been in vain. The distress signals had been sent in the hope that someone from beyond their isolated system might come to their aid. Dr. Carter immediately set to work analyzing the malfunctioning systems. The Celestian technology was sophisticated, but not entirely beyond human comprehension. With the help of Zara's tactical skills and Leora's guidance, Carter began to pinpoint the areas that needed repair. As they worked, Zara and Leora formed a bond through their shared mission. Zara's tactical experience was invaluable in understanding the layout of the facility and identifying the most critical areas that required immediate attention. Leora, in turn, provided insights into the Celestians' technology and culture, deepening Zara's understanding of the stakes involved. Dr. Carter's analysis revealed that the core system failure was linked to a malfunctioning energy conduit that had become unstable over time. Fixing it would require precise recalibration and the replacement of several critical components, many of which were damaged beyond repair. The team realized that they would need to improvise and adapt the existing technology to stabilize a system. Meanwhile, Captain Davis took on the role of coordinating the effort, ensuring that the team had everything they needed while also managing the overall operation. Her leadership was crucial in maintaining morale and focus amidst the mounting pressure. The repair work was labor-intensive and fraught with complications. The energy conduit was deeply embedded in the facility's core, requiring the team to navigate a labyrinth of machinery and hazardous environments. The Celestians, though weakened, assisted as best they could, offering their knowledge and limited resources. As the days passed, the team made significant progress. They managed to stabilize the energy conduit temporarily and re-established a partial flow of power. The immediate crisis was mitigated, but there was still much work to be done to ensure long-term stability. During a brief respite, Leora and Captain Davis shared a moment of reflection. Leora expressed her gratitude and hope that the Celestians might one day regain their former glory. Captain Davis, in turn, reassured Leora that the Galactic Horizon's crew was committed to seeing the mission through to its completion. As they worked tirelessly to address the Celestians' needs, the crew began to form a deep connection with their hosts. The experience was not just about repairing technology, but about building bridges between different cultures and understanding the true meaning of cooperation. The Galactic Horizon crew, united by their shared goal, pushed forward with determination. The repairs were progressing, and there was a growing sense of optimism among the Celestians. The core system was gradually being restored to functionality, and the immediate danger of a complete collapse was lessening. As the team prepared for the final stages of the repairs, they knew that their mission was far from over. There were still many challenges ahead, but the progress they had made was a testament to their dedication and unity. The journey that had begun with a mysterious signal had evolved into a mission of profound significance, bridging the gap between two disparate worlds and showcasing the power of collaboration in the face of adversity. With renewed hope and determination, the crew of the Galactic Horizon continued their efforts, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead as they worked to secure a brighter future for the Celestians and themselves. The unveiling. The Galactic Horizon's crew and the Celestians worked side by side, their efforts finally beginning to pay off. The core system's energy levels were stabilizing, and the facility's life support systems showed signs of recovery. Yet, as the crew delved deeper into the Celestian technology, they discovered something far more significant than a mere repair job. While Dr. Carter and the Celestians were working on recalibrating the core systems, they stumbled upon hidden compartments within the facility's archives. These compartments contained detailed records of the Celestians' history and their most profound discoveries. Among these records were references to a colossal project known as the Celestial Nexus, a network of ancient devices scattered across the galaxy, capable of harnessing and channeling immense amounts of energy. Leora explained that the Celestial Nexus was a legacy of their most advanced civilization. The Celestians had created it to safeguard their technology and knowledge across the galaxy. However, over time, the network fell into disrepair, and many of its components were lost or became dormant. The Celestians had long believed the Nexus to be a myth, a forgotten dream of their ancestors. Dr. Carter, intrigued by the potential implications, proposed that the malfunctioning energy conduit they had repaired might be linked to the Celestial Nexus. The core system, which had now partially stabilized, seemed to be a crucial node within this network. The discovery offered a tantalizing glimpse into a larger mystery that could reshape their understanding of the galaxy. Captain Davis decided it was imperative to investigate further. Shizara and Dr. Carter, along with Leora, planned an expedition to explore other parts of the facility that might hold additional clues about the Celestial Nexus. Their exploration led them to a hidden chamber deep within the facility, a room filled with ancient Celestian artifacts and advanced technology. In the center of the chamber was a large crystalline structure that pulsed with a soft blue glow. The artifact, though inactive for centuries, seemed to resonate with the same energy signature as the repaired core system. Dr. Carter and the Celestians worked together to activate the crystalline structure. The room was bathed in light as the artifact powered up, revealing a holographic star map. The map showed a network of points scattered across the galaxy, each connected by energy lines that traced the path of the Celestial Nexus. The revelation was staggering. The network was vast, spanning multiple star systems and connected to other ancient devices that could potentially restore and harness energy on an unprecedented scale. The potential for technological advancement and energy resources was immense, but the Nexus also had the power to disrupt the balance of power in the galaxy if misused. Leora expressed both excitement and concern. The Celestians had long hoped to rediscover the Nexus, but its current state and the implications of its activation were unknown. They were unsure if their civilization was ready to fully comprehend or control the power it represented. Captain Davis convened a meeting with her crew and the Celestians to discuss the implications of their discovery. They debated the risks and benefits of further exploring the Nexus. There was a consensus that they should proceed with caution and ensure that the technology was safeguarded to prevent any potential misuse. Dr. Carter proposed a plan to investigate the closest points on the Nexus map, starting with the coordinates nearest to their current location. They would gather more information, assess the condition of other components, and determine if the network could be reactivated safely. As they prepared for their next journey, Captain Davis and her team felt a mix of excitement and apprehension. The discovery of the celestial nexus opened up new possibilities and challenges. The galaxy was full of unknowns, and the potential for both great advancements and great dangers was ever present. The Galactic Horizons crew, now deeply invested in the mission, set their course for the first point on the Nexus map. Their journey would take them to the edge of known space and beyond, into the heart of ancient mysteries and uncharted territories. With the fate of the celestial nexus hanging in the balance, the crew of the Galactic Horizon embarked on their next adventure. They were driven by a sense of purpose and a desire to uncover the truth behind the ancient network. The journey ahead promised to be perilous and transformative, testing their resolve and their ability to navigate the complexities of a galaxy filled with both wonder and danger. As the ship leaped into hyperspace, the crew looked forward to the challenges that lay ahead, knowing that their actions would shape not only the future of the Celestians, but potentially the future of the galaxy itself. The echoes of time. The Galactic Horizon sailed through the fabric of space, its sleek form cutting through the dark expanse as it journeyed towards the first point on the celestial nexus map. The crew was a blend of anticipation and tension, aware that their discovery could lead to unprecedented advancements or grave risks. As they approached their destination, a remote, icy planet orbiting a neutron star, the ship's sensors detected signs of an ancient structure buried beneath the planet's frozen surface. The team, including Captain Davis, Zara, Dr. Carter, and Leora, prepared to investigate. The frigid conditions outside were harsh, but the team's advanced suits and equipment provided the necessary protection. Descending onto the planet's surface, they located a cavern entrance partially obscured by ice and debris. The team ventured inside, their path illuminated by the eerie blue light of their headlamps. The cavern walls were lined with strange symbols and inscriptions that seemed to pulse with a faint, otherworldly glow. At the heart of the cavern, they discovered a massive, dormant device, an ancient energy generator linked to the celestial nexus. The device, though covered in layers of frost and decay, appeared similar to the one they had encountered on the Celestian facility. Dr. Carter set to work analyzing the device, while Zara stood guard, her eyes scanning the surroundings for any potential threats. Leora, guided by her people's knowledge of the Nexus, helped to decipher the inscriptions on the walls. The inscriptions revealed a cryptic message about the Great Awakening and the power of unity. As the device was activated, a low hum resonated through the cavern. The generator slowly began to stir, its ancient systems coming back online. The team observed with bated breath as the device emitted a soft, pulsing energy field that expanded outward, revealing hidden chambers and corridors within the cavern. The newfound pathways led them to an ancient control room, where they discovered a series of data terminals and holographic interfaces. The terminals contained detailed records about the celestial nexus and its components, including plans for energy distribution and interstellar communication. Dr. Carter, with Leora's assistance, accessed the data and began to piece together the complex network. The records provided insights into how the Celestians had initially harnessed the Nexus's power to advance their technology and spread their influence across the galaxy. However, the data also contained warnings about the dangers of the Nexus. The Celestians had faced significant challenges in maintaining the balance of power within the network, and some of the records hinted at catastrophic failures when the Nexus was not properly regulated. As they worked, Captain Davis reflected on the gravity of their mission. The Celestial Nexus was more than just a technological marvel. It was a potential game-changer that required careful stewardship. She was determined to ensure that the knowledge and power they uncovered would be used responsibly. Their exploration of the icy planet uncovered additional components of the Nexus network, each offering valuable insights into its operation and history. The team collected samples and data, planning to analyze them further back on the galactic horizon. Returning to the ship, they prepared to move on to the next point on the Nexus map. The journey had been arduous, but the discoveries made were crucial for understanding the full scope of the Celestial Nexus. As the galactic horizon resumed its journey, the crew was more united and focused than ever. They knew that their quest to uncover the mysteries of the Celestial Nexus was far from over. Each new discovery brought them closer to understanding the ancient network's true purpose and the impact it could have on their galaxy. The journey to the next Nexus point promised new challenges and revelations. The crew was ready to face whatever awaited them, driven by their commitment to exploration, unity, and the pursuit of knowledge. Their adventure continued as they ventured deeper into the unknown, guided by the echoes of time and the promise of discovery. The Lost Realm. The galactic horizon continued its voyage through the galaxy, the crew engrossed in their analysis of the Celestial Nexus. As they approached the second coordinate on their map, a distant, uncharted system with an exotic star, the ship's sensors detected an unusual gravitational distortion. Captain Davis and her team prepared for potential challenges. The system was surrounded by a dense asteroid field, making navigation difficult. With Zara at the helm, the crew carefully maneuvered through the field, their eyes fixed on the star system's primary planet, a lush, vibrant world teeming with life. Upon landing on the planet, the crew was greeted by a verdant landscape filled with towering trees, sprawling forests, and shimmering rivers. The environment was a stark contrast to the icy desolation they had encountered previously. It was a paradise lost in time. The coordinates led them to an ancient ruin, partially concealed by the jungle. The structure was grand, its architecture reminiscent of the Celestian designs, but with a unique, almost organic quality. Vines and foliage had overgrown the ruins, weaving through the remnants of advanced technology. As the team explored the site, they discovered an array of artifacts and relics, each telling a story of a civilization that had thrived in harmony with their environment. Dr. Carter, aided by Leora, began analyzing the artifacts, which revealed the planet had been a vital hub in the Celestial Nexus network. This world was once a center of learning and innovation. One relic, in particular, caught their attention, a crystalline orb pulsating with a gentle light. When activated, the orb projected a holographic map of the Celestial Nexus, showing the interconnected pathways and nodes. This map was more detailed than any they had seen before, providing a comprehensive view of the network's vast expanse. The crew was excited by this discovery. The orb's map indicated a significant Nexus node on a distant world, suggesting that the next phase of their journey would be pivotal. However, as they delved deeper into the ruins, they encountered a series of traps and automated defenses, remnants of the civilization's efforts to protect their sacred technology. Zara, with her combat skills, and Leora, with her knowledge of ancient mechanisms, worked together to navigate the dangers. Each challenge they faced tested their resolve and teamwork, but their dedication to their mission saw them through. In a hidden chamber, they uncovered a series of documents and recordings left by the ancient inhabitants. The recordings spoke of a great cataclysm that had befallen the planet, leading to its abandonment. The civilization had been forced to protect their technology from falling into the wrong hands, creating the defenses they now faced. Among the documents was a message from the Celestians, acknowledging the sacrifices made by the planet's inhabitants to preserve the Nexus. The message expressed gratitude and a plea for future explorers to honor their legacy by ensuring that the technology was used wisely. With the information gathered, the team prepared to depart the lush world, their hearts heavy with the knowledge of the past but fueled by the promise of discovery. The next destination on their map was a remote sector known for its instability and unknown threats, a stark contrast to the paradise they had just left. As the galactic horizon lifted off and ventured towards the next coordinate, the crew was filled with a mix of anticipation and apprehension. The journey was becoming increasingly perilous, but their commitment to understanding the celestial nexus and its secrets drove them forward. Captain Davis and her team were on a quest not only for knowledge, but also for understanding the legacy of the Celestians and ensuring that their discoveries would benefit all sentient beings. Their path was fraught with challenges, but they were determined to honor the past and forge a future of unity and exploration. The adventure continued, with each new world revealing more about the celestial nexus and the remarkable civilizations that had once been its custodians. The crew of the Galactic Horizon remained united in their mission, their spirits undeterred by the trials ahead. The final revelation. The Galactic Horizon traveled through treacherous regions of space, navigating unstable gravitational fields and unpredictable cosmic phenomena. As they approached the final coordinate on their map, the crew braced themselves for whatever lay ahead. The destination was a desolate, dark star system, its only notable feature a massive, swerving black hole at its center. The ship's sensors struggled to get accurate readings, and the crew's excitement was tempered by caution. The black hole's immense gravity created distortions in space and time, making it a perilous location to explore. However, the map's final node pointed directly towards the event horizon of the black hole. Captain Davis, with Dr. Carter and Zara by her side, made the decision to attempt a probe deployment to investigate the anomaly. A small, unmanned probe equipped with advanced sensors and communication technology was launched, carefully aimed to avoid being pulled into the black hole's gravitational grip. The probe's transmission back to the galactic horizon was sporadic but revealing. It indicated a series of unusual energy signatures and a network of tunnels or conduits leading to an enormous structure just beyond the event horizon. It appeared that the black hole was not merely a natural phenomenon, but a gateway or anchor point for something far more significant. As the probe's data was analyzed, it became clear that the structure was an immense, artificial construct designed to harness the black hole's gravitational energy. It was a repository of knowledge, a final piece of the celestial nexus puzzle. With careful planning and calculations, the galactic horizon approached the black hole cautiously, using advanced propulsion and shielding systems to counteract the gravitational forces. The crew navigated through the swirling energy and entered the structure, which revealed itself to be a vast chamber filled with advanced technology and holographic displays. The chamber was the heart of the celestial nexus, the central hub where all the knowledge and power of the network converged. It was a repository of millennia of data, recordings, and historical accounts from countless civilizations. The technology within was awe-inspiring, its purpose to preserve and share the knowledge of the Celestians and their allies. Dr. Carter, working alongside Leora, began to interface with the central systems. They discovered a series of holographic archives detailing the Celestians' history, their rise and fall, and their interactions with various species across the galaxy. The archives included detailed records of their attempt to create a network that would ensure the sharing of knowledge and foster unity among disparate civilizations. The final recordings were a message from the Celestians themselves, explaining their ultimate goal. They had sought to create a lasting legacy, one that would transcend time and space, and serve as a beacon of hope and wisdom for future generations. They acknowledged that their civilization had fallen, but their hope was that their knowledge would guide others to create a more harmonious galaxy. Captain Davis and her team were deeply moved by the revelations. They realized that their journey had not only been about discovering the past, but also about shaping the future. The knowledge contained within the Nexus was a gift and a responsibility. The crew understood that they were now the custodians of this legacy, tasked with ensuring that it was used for the benefit of all sentient beings. As the galactic horizon prepared to depart the celestial Nexus, the crew reflected on their journey. They had faced immense challenges, uncovered profound truths, and formed bonds of unity and cooperation that transcended species and cultures. Their mission had been one of exploration and discovery, but it had also been a journey of self-discovery and understanding. With the Nexus knowledge in their possession, the crew was ready to return to their home, to share their findings and to continue their mission of exploration and collaboration. They had ventured into the unknown, faced the dangers of space, and emerged with a deeper understanding of the galaxy and their place within it. The galactic horizon soared away from the black hole, the stars once again guiding their path. The journey had transformed them, but their purpose remained unchanged: to explore, to learn, and to forge a future of unity and progress. And so, with the knowledge of the celestial Nexus and the spirit of discovery in their hearts, the crew of the galactic horizon continued their voyage through the stars, ready for whatever new adventures awaited them in the vast and wondrous universe.